All right, guys, happy Monday, September 25th, coming to you full of energy, coming to you excited, coming to you stoked and grateful for all things that we have in this beautiful, beautiful life. One thing I'm grateful for right now is, like I was saying earlier, my family is off to get passport for everybody because we decided that we're not doing Christmas this year. We're just going to take a trip to Mexico. I'm going to already be out there for a speaking engagement and a mastermind. So we figured let's just all go out there, not do $1,000 worth of gifts under the tree, and let's just go have an experience that the kids will remember for the rest of their lives. And I think that that's more powerful than spending a bunch of money on presents that they will forget within a couple months. But anyways, that's enough about us. So you guys, I'm gonna have somebody bring us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Let's see who we have, whose screen is on, and who I'm gonna turn the mic to right now. Let's go. Sophia, are you on? Sophia, I'd love to get you to be the person that brings us out on the field. If Sophia is not on, let's do this. I'm going to go to Jessica Alfaro. You are now, yeah, look at her. She's like, you son of a gun. Jessica Hernandez, like, I'm off the hook here. So Jessica Alfaro, bring us out on the field. This is your hype up song. This is bringing the team into battle. This is bringing us out into game day, whatever that looks like for you. But share some sentiment with us, what that looks like for you from your vantage point. So Jessica, no pressure at all, but go ahead and take the team out on the field.
All right, you guys. So today I woke up taking action. I just had a little voice in my ear saying, just do it, just do it. So I came into the office today. I did 30 minutes worth of phone calls. And I don't know, I just think that if you're not, do something today that you're scared of and just get over it. I decided I was going to do that 6 weeks ago when I finally became a full-time agent. And so, one of them is making phone calls, is showing up every day. When you respect your business will respect you. So
Ooh, I love
that's
that. I
my
love
day.
that. So if
Yeah.
you respect your business will respect you. I love that. And
Yeah.
so way to have the discipline, way to get in the office early. Those small little things will be super, super impactful for the long term of your business. So great job, Jessica. It's been great seeing you, and it's been great seeing how much you've shown up in the last couple of weeks. So let's get right into this. So I was inspired, whether or not you were on the bandwagon of prime time and everything that's happening in Colorado State. I know JJ's on the line today, but he had said a speech the other day that really resonated with me, and it made me think about you guys. And so I took some of that and I wrote some stuff down because I wanted to just put everybody in a state this morning, because I was inspired by that. Despite if they win or lose, I was just inspired by the messaging. And so I wrote this, and I just wanted to share this with you guys to just be a reminder for each and every one of you that are on this call and that will see this in the future. So thank you for watching this down the road if you do watch this. So I just wrote here, this isn't about them. This is not for all of the haters. This is not for all the negative people that you've had in your life that telling you, mija or mijo, go get a job. That's not for you. That's going to be tough. This is all about you. It's about the belief that you have in yourself. It's about proving yourself the truth of anything is possible. This is about what you are capable of. It's about your power, your strength, your resilience, your talent. There is nothing, no one in your way. This is all about you. It's your path. So make yourself proud. Everything starts and everything ends with you. There is nothing standing in your way of you selling 30 homes next year. There's nothing standing in your way of making $150,000. Nothing standing in your way. So when you think about everything and you funnel this down, everything starts and ends with you. So believe in yourself. Know that everything that you need to do and want to accomplish in this business already rests within. You don't need motivation. You don't need hype. You don't need somebody kicking you in the ass. You don't need somebody showing up at your doorstep with the shoes and say, let's go running. Now, all those things are nice, but at the end of the day, you don't need it. Everything that you need is right within yourself. So go look yourself in the mirror. You don't need this. I'm glad that you guys are here. Don't get me wrong. I want you here. You don't need this session. I think that it's great, and it's already a catalyst to where you're already going in your life and business, but you don't need this. You don't need some inspiration. You need to do what Jessica Alfaro is doing. You just need to have that discipline and follow through. So everything that you need is already within you. You have the strengths, so go improve yourself that you can do this. And so that was the sentiment that I wanted to share with you guys. I was encouraged by that speech that I heard, so I thought I would make my own version of that and give you guys that. So Before we go into our wins from last week and make sure that we are having a clear intention of the week and know what our goals are, let me ask a quick question to everybody on the screen, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's other AI tools. How many of you are truly leveraging any type of AI app right now? And we don't need to go far in the woods on this, but I want to know, just give me a hand on this, or excuse me, an emoji on the screen so I know where the hands are, because I want to see who puts their hands up. All right, cool. Just want to ask a couple of you on the line right now, just so I can get a context, just get some context for the conversation. Cynthia Peterson, how are you leveraging AI, or what tools are you currently using right now? I'm just going to call on a couple of you guys just so I can start this conversation out, because I have some notes here.
Hey,
Cynthia Peterson. Oh, did you
hi.
see your AI headshot that I tagged you
I
in
did.
earlier?
I just checked it. That's so dope. I love it. Okay, so ways I'm using ChatGPT, I really haven't delved into it too much yet. But the way that I am using it is with my it's this social media app called Vista Social that Patrick Nissim actually turned me on to. Vista Social. Basically, what I do is I go in there and I use it for listing descriptions. So I'll type in, like, from a local luxury agent perspective, write me a listing description for a home that is, and then I tell it about the home, and it pops out this like huge ass paragraph. And then I dwindle it down to what sounds like me, what sounds like it's a Martinez home. So I've been using it for listing descriptions, and then for social media posts. I'll take like a really cool article, pop in like, write me a short description about and then it pops out this social media post. And then again, you have to go in there and curate it to make it sound like you. Otherwise, it does kind of sound robotic, and no one wants to hear from a robot. So you do have to go in and make sure that it's sounding like you.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. All right, so that's one, that's ChatGPT. Who else is using AI or an AI platform right now that they're leveraging to help them grow videos, writing, whatever it is? Give me the emojis on the screen because they all went down. So Just Bling, what are you using right now? And what's been some of the outcomes from how you're leveraging AI?
ChatGPT. I can actually ask it. I use slang when I talk to people, so sometimes I'll ask it to kind of urbanize it a little bit, and sometimes it's like a home run, and sometimes it's like, what the fuck, who talks like this? But to be able to go in and modify it, it's helped me tremendously, because I do a lot of social media posts on Instagram and TikTok. And so I can specifically say, hey, give me a description for this video that's 500 characters or less, because on TikTok, for some reason, I'm limited to 500 characters. So it can do that for me. And then, kind of to Cynthia's point, I just have it type up my listing descriptions and anything else that's related. Yeah, it's the last listing that I had, I was able to get a description in like less than 30 seconds, where in the past it would have taken me hours because of overthinking and wanting to make sure. So the amount of time I'm getting back from saving on captions and stuff like that is insane.
I love it. I love it. So let me ask, how many of you are using something else other than ChatGPT? Is there some other tool that you're leveraging right now that you're truly, truly finding to be super, super successful for you in building and growing and posting and doing whatever you're doing? Anybody else using another tool other than ChatGPT? Ilona, what's up? And then Ryan, I'll go to you, and then we'll start this conversation. I got some things I want to share with you guys. Let's go, Ilona.
I just had a quick question. So I've been using ChatGPT and I even paid $20 to upgrade it, but it's still not giving me data that is older than 2021. Has anybody been successful at like having AI access today's internet? Because with ChatGPT, every time I write something, it says, hey, we only access data information up to 2021. Everything else is non-existent. And I was I don't know. I thought that by paying for it, I would have access to it, but I'm still running into the same problem.
I don't know. Let's have the community. Who wants to chime in on that conversation? Is anybody facing that challenge?
One thing that I was using was Google's Bard AI. And I was using Bard. I would pretty much say, summarize this article, type in the link, and then it'll give me a description of what the article was about. And then I'll say, translate this into a 30-second reel. And then it'll give me a title. It'll give me a script. it's not going to sound exactly like what I sound like, but I could kind of translate that and it gives me a good stepping stone.
Let's say that one more time. What was the thing that you're using? I'm gonna write this.
Bard, B-A-R-D.
Is anybody else not getting accurate, up-to-date information from ChatGPT? Because every time I use it, I seem to get up-to-date information about ChatGPT. Nobody else? Yeah, so I don't know what that challenge is. Maybe maybe we have to work on your prompts. But yeah, I'm curious to know what you're putting in there. I'm curious to see like how it's asking you the questions about the real estate industry. So let's go to Ryan and let's go to Jess. You had your hand up because I haven't heard this before. So apologies if I don't have an answer. But Jess, what was your contribution? We'll come back to Ryan.
I am vaguely remembering during, was it Tom Ferry in The Office? I think someone mentioned that it's up to a certain year that information is available. And I think that there's a new update that's coming or something like that. But I feel like I vaguely remember hearing that while we were sitting that it's only up to a certain year.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't experienced that just yet, but maybe what you're looking for is just not available yet. But yeah, I'm curious to know if you guys have any thoughts on this. Ryan, what's your thoughts? I know that you had your hand up when we asked AI.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say the same thing about Bard. I think Bard is up to date on all of Google's information right now. And ChatGPT is only up till, I think Johnny Tran said it in the chat, 2021 and older.
Okay. All right, cool. So anybody else using another tool outside of ChatGPT that's serving them, that's helping automate operational efficiencies? Jeff, let's go to you. Big dog, if you can throw your camera on, I would love to hear from you. Let's go.
So it's still going to be integrated to ChatGPT, sorry, but it's RPR's version of ChatGPT. So it's you go on RPR, and me and Jessica just did this last week to make videos. So it can make you a script. It can also give you the details of everything. So you'll go to market trends, you'll press market trends, you'll put in your market, Antioch, Brentwood, Sacramento, wherever. And then in the top right, you have to do it from your computer. In the top right, it'll say, create me a script. You can do professional, engaging, you can change the tone, you can do buyer, seller, you can do seller, you can just do buyer, but it'll break down all of the market information that RPR has. You screenshot that, and then you basically just throw it into CapCut and then use the teleprompter on there, and now you got your whole entire script. You change it up, of course, because the wording, that is the main thing about using any type of AI. Change it up to make it sound like you.
Beautiful. I love it. Anybody else using another tool that they want to talk about that's proven to be successful in their business? All right, cool. The reason why I want to share this conversation with you is because I watched a video from Darren Hardy last night as I'm prepping for the week, and I thought it was really, really powerful. And I think that what he said was really profound, because I believe that right now that this is the true calm before the storm. I know we're all dabbling in some way. We're looking at ChatGPT, or at least you've heard of it, or you've seen our new AI headshots. All of you guys, by the way, are going to have AI generated headshots that are on our website. So when somebody goes to fastrealestate.com, jointeamfast.com, it's going to be all images of you guys AI generated. The way that we use this tool was through a company called Discord and Midjourney, and you guys have the whole training, and this is in Slack, but this is how we were able to create all those cool imagery that you guys are now seeing on social media. So that training exists in an email that was sent by Patrick. So go back, watch those tutorials, and get yourself into this mix. So if you're designing a logo, you literally can say image real estate logo with minimalist style using black and white colors only, and then they'll produce a couple variations. Now you can change the variations. You can do it a couple different times to see what it spits out, and then you can create your own custom logo. But that's not the conversation. The point is, back to the conversation with Darren Hardy, is that I think that our business and our economy and the world as we know it is going to transform over the next couple of years. And listen, I'm not I'm not super young, all right? I'm 43 years old. I'm going to be 44 years old November 30th. And so obviously I was a part of a technological growth that was before the dot-com boom. And so that's what's crazy, is that I feel like I'm not that old, but I remember a time before the dot-com boom. And so when you think about where we're heading in the transformation of business, of commerce, of communication, of operational efficiencies, of the way that we scale our business, the way that we leverage AI is completely going to change the landscape. Now, the one thing that's never going to change is they're never going to change the human interaction. That's never going to change, right? People say, oh, AI is going to take our job. It's not going to happen because they can't replace this. But the AI storm will not care who is ready. It is coming across every facet of industry that we know. Think about this now. AI has been around for some time, but until 2012, that's when we really started diving into the deep technology of AI. So when you think about where we're heading in the next 10 years, the head of Google AI for China said that AI is the new electricity. It will pervade everything that we do. And every single online shopping that we do, and any interaction, when we're calling companies, when we're getting information, when we're getting emails from things that we signed up, every single part of our process in commerce, especially on online commerce, is going to have some level of AI. So I want to share this with you. They said over $1 trillion over the next several years will be put towards, will be developed, from AI. Influence on society and workforce. World Economic Forum forecasts that AI in the next couple of years will have 95 million new jobs by 2025 and 10 times more jobs than it destroys, says former president of Google China. IDC predicts that AI is a $15 trillion economic impact by the year 2030. Here's why I'm saying this. There's all kinds of tools out there, you guys. There's all kinds of products, and right now it's very spread out. What will happen over the next couple of years is everything will start to become streamlined. Everything will start to be very, very organized. But what I want you guys to do is I want to encourage you guys to just take one, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's another tool, and I'll give you guys some examples, but I want you to take one. And I want you to start really diving into it. Watch the tutorials, watch the how-tos, watch the demos, schedule the demos. A couple things that I'm going to recommend that you guys do is I want to recommend that you guys start an account with Be Human. And here's why Be Human is super, super important. For all things that you guys do, you guys can set up a sales funnel through Be Human. I'll just give you a quick example. Say you set up a video through Be Human, and it's Ryan Fong in his own voice. Hey guys, welcome. Looking forward to working with you. What Be Human will do is it will take your voice, it will clone your voice, and you could set it up that every different stage of the process, somebody's going to get, or your client's going to get that email. Or every single time you get a new lead into your database, every time you get a new lead that is given to you from an online lead company, that you link this through Zapier, and every single time that you get a new lead, they automatically get a welcome email to you. And based on the AI technology, that AI video will say that client's name. Hey, Tom, I'm so excited to be working with you. Here's what's going to happen in the next couple of days. You're going to get this, you're going to get this, but I'm so excited to be working with you. As soon as that client registers, they have their name, AI recognizes it, they duplicate your voice, and now that goes out because that's part of the back end flow that you've created in your CRM. And you guys, it's not that hard. I've been playing around with it. So what I want to encourage you to do is take one. There's another one out there. It is called Maverick. It's another company just like this that you guys can create videos, and you could clone yourself, and then it will duplicate your voice. So everything that you push into your CRM, those people are going to get videos that sound and look just like you. They will never know the difference. What happens is that we want to send a video to everybody, but sometimes we're driving, sometimes we got the lead, we didn't have time to send them that video, and more time goes on, more time goes on. Imagine the impact that it has is as soon as the lead hits your system, they automatically get that video from you. I believe that this will be a way to enhance the way that you connect with your consumers. Now, Obviously, not everything's going to be done through AI, but can you get back some of your time over the next couple of years as you're growing and scaling your business? Some of you have the ability to stop and do a video every single time. But for the most of us, as you start getting busy, as you start adding more people into your CRM, that capability might not be as easy as you grow and scale your business. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is I want you to lean into 1, 2, whatever it is for you, but I think 1 should be a good start, and just really start to dissect it, right? Be like, okay, cool. Let me see how they actually clone my voice. How do I sound? How does it look? What does it show up like? Is this something that I really, really want to use? And I think that you're going to find some really cool things. Kenny's doing this right now. He's going to be creating videos that go out to sellers that are saying, hey guys, we're releasing our contingency. Hey guys, this is due at this date. Hey guys, congratulations. Those videos are based off of 1 video that Kenny created, and now it duplicated his voice and it's going out in a series at different times. So do you think Kenny is going to be on camera sending out videos at every stage of or every milestone in a transaction? No, but those videos are going to be created, and it makes it a lot easier for him, for us, for you to be able to scale your business. So the point of this is I wanted to make sure that you guys dive into 1. Really dissect it, because there's tons and tons of ways for you to leverage all the great things that you guys do. But if we're not spending the time researching, going in on a weekend and just doing the demos and finding out how these things work, I think we're going to be behind the curve. We're an innovative company. You're innovative agents. You are smart. You're astute. You're aware. You're conscious of what's happening. Do not sleep on the capabilities of AI and what it can do for your business. Any questions, any thoughts, any contributions on that conversation before we shift gears? Because I know it's a lot, and I know it's scary for some, but I'll tell you what, you guys, this is going to be the way that we do business for the next 10, 15, 20 years and beyond. So let's go, Cynthia. And I saw Ilona, I saw Jessica. So let's go, Cynthia.
What is, so it's called Be Human?
Be Human AI. I'll drop the link down below.
Okay, cool. And then is that what Kenny is using for those videos? Because I love the idea of those, like, hey, we've removed contingencies. Here's the next steps. I love that.
Oh, totally. The same exact thing. You're absolutely right.
Okay, cool.
And I'll put this down below here. Boom. Paste. I'll put there. There's 2 other ones too. There's a Ghana.ai. Let me just grab that link as well. I'll put that down below. But Jessica, you had a thought, a contribution. Let's go to you next.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the name of the app that you mentioned.
Yep.
The one that you said Patrick sent out in an email. I don't think I received that email.
Yeah, I'll make sure that everyone has it. Again, it's called Discord and Midjourney. You have to have one in order to do the other. I just put Maverick down below, Be Human, and let me grab Ghana AI. Then I'll put this down below, and then I'll also put the other one for Midjourney as well. But let's go to Ilona. Ilona, questions, thoughts, contribution. Jessica, if you can, please lower your hand.
I am wondering if we can create a spreadsheet with all of these new tools and maybe some ideas, because I looked into Be Human, and am I wrong? But isn't that like a $600 avatar that you have to pay for to make that happen? Or
so, I mean, there's a paid version, of course. There's always going to be a paid version, but I'm literally just on a free version right now. Obviously, they have different services. So whatever's in your budget, I'm not telling you guys to go spend out a lot of money, but if you do enough research and it makes sense for you to spend the money, then by all means, right? So yeah, you don't necessarily have to go deep in the woods if it is not in your budget, but the idea is that you really start to leverage what is out there and what's capable.
But do you think we can have maybe either one of the TSAs or something just do a sheet that will go into either our Slack or something where we can have a list of all of these different tools and maybe a description of what they do? Would be really
for sure.
to have that.
So 2 things. It's already created for you. So every single time we do group coaching, every single one of you guys has access to the Otter Notes that has all the transcriptions from this. But Judith, if you can, please make a separate spreadsheet. Let's start adding all of these new AI tools, and I'll make sure that you guys get that. So 100%. So if you don't go through the transcriptions, you guys will have a list of the links and what they actually do, because I think that this is going to be a powerful, powerful way for us to continue to separate ourselves. Because here's what's happening. You have this old demographic. I'm not saying No, I am saying there's an older demographic of agents that in the next 10 years, all those people are going to retire or they're going to give their book of business to somebody else. Those are the people that are set in their ways, that never want to try anything. They said video wouldn't work. They said text messages wouldn't work. And they built their business in a completely different way. And I have mad love and respect for those OG agents. Well, the tides have shifted. The agent population today is a lot different. It's a lot younger, and it's a lot more technologically advanced. And so you're going to see a huge shift as these people start to retire and leave the industry. Now you have this more savvy agent that is more technologically advanced. So we want to make sure that we're always on the forefront. So Ilona, I love this. Any other questions, thoughts, contributions on the conversation about AI? Anybody? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. Let's shift gears, you guys. I want to ask for the goals that you guys set for last week, whether it was a production goal, conversation goal, amount of appointments, new listing sign, new contract that you got into, a new, buyer that you got into contract. Who on this screen today was able to achieve their goals from last week that they set? They set an intention, they set their goals for last week. Who is the person on this call or people that were able to hit all of their metrics last week? So throw your hand up if that is you. Let's go, Jess. Let's have you start that conversation now. And let's hear from you, Jess. What were you able to accomplish?
I think we talked about it during our last meeting, but my biggest thing was the 100 minutes a day, 5 days a week for social media, and getting 2 to 4 posts up on TikTok and Instagram. Also the engagement aspect of the social media stuff, like not just throwing up a video, but actually like responding to people's stories, responding to milestones, sending videos, that kind of stuff. So my goal was to send at least 30 videos last week, and I did that. And then I'm pushing myself to 4 appointments a week instead of my usual 2.
Beautiful.
So I was able to do that. Yeah.
So one more time, when you said 100 minutes, so this is 100 minutes on one particular thing. Obviously you'll do other things throughout your day, and that's for 100 days, meaning maybe that's 100 minutes of prospecting, 100 minutes of follow-up, 100 minutes of door knocking, 100 minutes of social media content, and you're doing that straight for 100 days?
100%. The only modification that I made is that I don't do it on Saturdays and Sundays, but I'm going to do it 5 days a week.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome. So everyone else is quiet. So I'm just going to start calling on some people. I want to hear what your goals, what your intentions are, and what you are committed to accomplishing this week. And if you weren't able to hit your metrics from last week, just ask yourself this simple question. In the realm of possibility, could I have hit that metric? Yes or no? And then if you say yes, then what stood in your way? And are you going to recommit this week, or are you going to set a new goal for yourself that is something that will actually move you to take action? Because if you're sitting idle, you're not doing the things that you know that you need to do, then it's the wrong intention, it's the wrong goal, it's the wrong focus. So Jessica Hernandez, let's go. Let's have you start off the conversation. I appreciate the tenacity, appreciate you getting involved, and appreciate you raising your hand. Let's go.
Thank you. So last week I had a goal to post 3 reels, and I also recorded 3 more reels that I'm going to post this week. I also sent out 5 videos last week, but I pre-recorded 5 videos yesterday to send out today to people in my contacts. And I met with 2 loan officers, one on Monday, one on Friday. And what else? I can't remember, but I know that I accomplished most of my goals that I wanted to accomplish last week.
I love it. First and foremost, guys, let's give her some love. Let's give Jess some love. Now, let me ask you this. What are your goals for this week? Like, what is the intention? What are the goals? What are you going to do? What are you going to achieve this week? Let's go.
So, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and we're going to schedule a buyer's consultation for Friday. So that's one of my goals that I'm going to accomplish this week, and just keep creating content, practicing my scripts, because that's something that I really want to master and I'm having trouble with right now. So those are my 2 main goals.
I love it. I love it. All right, cool. So let's go to Demian. Demian, I had a quick question for you, big dog, and I'm just looking at this. Demian, this month alone, from the 1st until the 25th, How many real estate conversations have you had this month alone?
Ooh, that's tough. I try to interject it when I can.
All right, so I'm gonna share with you. All right, so Damian, for just this month alone, he's had 28 conversations. He's been to 8 coaching sessions. He's made 78 calls. He's previewed 11 homes. He's added 93 people to Real Scout and to Follow Up Boss. So Damian, what are your goals for this week? What are you set to accomplish? What are your intentions? Let's hear from you. Share with the group.
So I didn't raise my hand because I had a goal of 100 phone calls last week, and that long ass meeting on Tuesday kind of messed me up. But I didn't play catch up, and so I fell short of my goal of 100 last week. But 100 calls, and now I want to add 25 personalized videos this week to that goal as well. I was in the office, I think 5 days last week, and intend to do 4 this week. I got another volunteer thing at the end of the week. But yeah, my goal is 100 calls, 25 personalized videos, and I need to get some showings on the board. It's hard to set a goal of that, but yeah, that's an intention. But yeah, that's the 125. That's the goal.
Beautiful. I'll tell you what, I don't know if I saw Damian in the office 5 times in a prior year. And so
no.
I love it.
I beat it in 1 week. Yeah. So I'm in there.
I love it. All right, let's go. Ryan Fong. Ryan Fong, question to you, my man. If you're looking at your real estate business right now for the month of September, how many actual real estate conversations have you had this month alone?
I would say about 25 to 30.
Okay. Would you say, or are you clear?
Clear, 25 to 30.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what's been your best? Obviously, I see you in Sisu. Are you tracking yourself any other way? Is there any other ways that you're holding yourself accountable to the things that you know you need to accomplish weekly?
Spreadsheet for my calls, and then now I'm starting to post consistently on social media, which has gotten a lot of. I got a lot of people in my DMs now, like 4 or 5 friends asking about how do you buy a house.
Hey, you guys, listen, go and check out Ryan's very first video that he posted in it was the first video last week in the booth.
Yep.
Fire, straight fire, bro. So what is the goal? What is the intention? What are you clear on accomplishing this week in your business?
For this week, I want to film 3 more reels and get those posted on social media.
Awesome. Awesome. What else?
Prospecting for new clients, new sellers, at least calling 1 hour a day.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Good stuff. Let's go to Blessing. Blessing, if you were to look at your business this month alone for the month of September, how many phone calls have you made this month alone for prospecting? Let's go to you.
The number of calls that I made recorded in Sisu is 29. Clearly, I need to be a bit more consistent with Sisu. I've had 48 conversations this month, which is definitely a big improvement. My non-negotiable going forward is 6 conversations a day, even on the weekends. So that would give me a total of 63 conversations a day, 63 conversations a week, because I've got some big goals that I'm still working through, but my business depends on that number.
You guys, let's just do a simple math. If she does this every single week, and she does that for a year straight, that means that she's had over 3,000 conversations. Do you think that her business would be in a really, really positive place if she had that many conversations? And here's what else Blessing will have, and this is important for all of you guys, is that she's going to have such a giant body of work. She's going to know if it's working. She's going to know if she's converting. She's going to know it connects. She's going to know what to say, what not to say, what's working, you know, who she vibes with, what type of personality traits she does really well with, what personality traits she doesn't, that she struggles with. She's going to have so much data about her business, then she can make necessary adjustments so she can get better and she can refine. So Blessing, I absolutely love this. So this week, I don't know if I missed that. What's the clear goal for this week? 63 conversations for the week. What else?
That's as far as I got, but 63. And then I'm still 63 conversations this week. I need to get out and see my market. There's a lot that's new that just hit. So 10 homes previewed for this week and then posted on social media as well.
Beautiful. I love this. So check this out. So she sent out 152 text messages this month alone. She's exercised quite a bit. She's having tons of conversations. Obviously, we want to get that preview count up. There should be a minimum of 10 homes previewed every single week, no matter what market you're in. That way you guys know the inventory, you know what style of homes are out on the market, you can understand staging, so on and so forth. It's just important that you understand your inventory. So Blessing, it sounds to me that you're clear on what you're accomplishing, where you're going, and it's all in support of the big goal, right? The big goal of where you're going. That's why she's broken it down to 6 conversations a day. So Blessing, I love this for you. Jessica Alfaro, let's go to you. I'm just going to start calling some people out. Jessica Alfaro, when we do the state of your business right now, you've been here full time for the last couple of weeks. In the last couple weeks from, let's say from the first until now, how many phone calls have you made to prospective consumers?
Oh, you know what? I need to get on Sisu so I could track my goals so you guys could see it too. But I make at least cold calling new people. I've been doing that every day, Monday through Friday, from 8 to 11 to 11:30. And so that, I think that's like what, on the day, maybe like 10 to 15. 10 to 15.
All right,
And
cool.
that was before. So now it's a bit different because I want to make a point to make sure I'm at the team meetings as well. So 10 to 15 for like 5 days. And then I started working on Sundays too, just in case I get that objective. Well, I need to talk to my wife or I need to talk to my husband. Well, you guys are there together, so let's talk together. So that's
All
something
right,
that
I
I've
like
been doing.
it.
So like 10 to 15 a day,
All
new
right.
people a day.
So Jessica, how many new homes have you previewed this month alone?
This month alone, oh God. So I went on a broker's tour, something else on my goals. I want to at least attend 2 to 3 broker's tour a month. So my first one was this past Thursday over here in Antioch. So that was 4 homes that just came on the market last week. And then I've been taking a point just to do home showings, like just like going to view homes on my own. I went to go see 3 or 4 homes in Walnut Creek, I think either last week or the week before that. Friday, I took Vanessa with me to go view homes in Alamo. Just why not make it fun, right? We don't always have to be behind a computer and cold calling. Get dressed up, go look at $4 million homes. And Vanessa and I did that. We did that on Friday. We viewed 3 or 4 homes, townhomes included in Alamo. So that's like what, 16 in the past 2 weeks?
I love it. I love it.
In different cities, yeah.
So Jessica, and you guys, this goes for everybody on the call. This is not for me. This is for you. I promise you, I want you to celebrate your own milestones, be able to look back at your week and be like, damn, look at what I've been able to accomplish. Jessica, I want to encourage you, I want to push you, I want to implore you to make sure that you're tracking in Sisu. Listen, this is not a Sisu conversation. This is a tracking my business conversation. I want you to be clear on how many homes that you saw, how many appointments they had, because then what you can start to do is like, how many phone calls do I typically make in order to get an appointment? And how many appointments do I go on before somebody actually wants to write an offer? And how many offers have I written that have actually got accepted? And how many of those accepted offers actually got closed? Because now I can start to forecast my business. So everything that you're doing has an analytics behind it because you're running a multi-million-dollar business. So Jessica, I love that you're here. I love that you're showing up in a big way. Now you raise the intensity a little bit and you start tracking at a very high level. This will take your business to the next level. So good stuff, Jessica. Appreciate your contributions. Jennifer Angel, let's go to you. Jennifer Angel, it's been a really, really busy month for you. She's knocked on 352 doors. She's had 113 conversations. So Jennifer Angel, let's talk a little bit about this and then tell me what your goals are, what your intention is for this week alone. Let's hear from you, and congratulations on a job well done so far this month.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know I was going to get called. So been busy. I have slacked off of Sisu. I haven't really been tracking. So sorry about that.
Hold on, you guys. So you guys, this is what slacking looks like. Okay. So if that's
like
what
the
slacking
last 2
looks
weeks.
like, imagine when she is on 100% what this actually looks like. But nonetheless, these are great numbers. Continue on.
So yeah, I've been, August, took care of the kids, back to school, all that stuff, get everybody settled. And I said, okay, September, time to get back into action. So what has always worked for me has been door knocking. And door knocking is efficient when there's a reason that you're door knocking and talking to people. So what's the reason? I got to find an open house. So that's what I did. Got on the MLS, find vacant listings. Nobody's doing open houses. Reach out to those agents and offered my services. Hey, let's give more exposure to your listings. I'm happy to do it. So I did 8 open houses so far. I do weekdays. I do morning. I do afternoon. I partnered with Felisa, Dana. We've done all those open houses and it has been amazing. So that gave me a reason to door knock around that neighborhood. So I did like 350 homes, talking to people. So I got 3 seller leads from that door knocking. I got a few buyer leads. And of course you create social media posts about it, right? So that kept me top of mind with my clients. And I had a client that reached out, that put their house hunting on pause and actually reach out like, how's the market, blah, blah, blah. And we started conversation and we got in contract yesterday for a brand new home. So excited. So bottom line, just get into action, find something to do. You know, there's so many things we can do. Pick one, pick 2, and get into action.
God, I love this. I got chills when you just said this. I'm so happy for you. So Jennifer, for the people that may be on the fence, maybe don't like doing door knocking. Obviously, you're doing door knocking with an intent. You have an open house. You're inviting them to the open house. But for somebody that might have a trepidation or might have a fear associated with it, or just is like, oh my God, that stuff doesn't work. What advice would you give that person?
But where's that coming from? What makes you think that it doesn't work if you haven't tried it? Right? Door knocking, it's a sales comes from conversation. So if we don't have conversations, nothing's going to happen. So find a way to have conversation. I mean, for me, when I started door knocking years ago, it's practice. It's practice. You're never going to know what to say unless you start talking to people. So the first time I went out, they asked me questions like, if I sell, where would I go? Everything's expensive. And my first answer was like, okay, well, have a good day, right? I don't know what to say. But then then I went back to the office and thought about it. It's like, okay, that question's going to come up again. What's going to be my response? And then you formulate the response. So next time you go back there and they ask you the same question, you have a better answer. So just think of it as practice, 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 and then it gets better every time. Nothing's going to get worse by doing it over and over. It will just get better. So just do it.
Wow. I absolutely, look at everyone. I saw people's reaction. I saw Jess. You know, I love this because at the end of the day, she has a body of work, right? She's like, all right, hey, listen, it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to go out there. And even in an imperfect conversation, I'm going to get somebody that may potentially want to buy or sell real estate. That's just the beauty of it. But if you don't do it and you say, oh my God, that doesn't work. There's so many people I talk to in this game that say, oh my God, that doesn't work. And they've never done it. Or they did it for one day and they knocked on 20 houses and said, oh, that doesn't work. Well, hold on a second. You don't have enough data to say it does not work. So Jennifer, I think we all resonate with this sentiment. And I want to share a story with you guys. I remember being 17 years old, and I've been in sales since I was, street pharmacist, and then I got into legal sales. So I remember being 17, 18 years old, and I worked for this company where you'd go and you'd sign in the morning, and they'd give you a bunch of product, whether it was like kids' books or this and that, and you'd go to local businesses with all of this stuff to sell. I didn't know what to do. I just know I had good communication skills, so I'm gonna go sell these things. Right? They gave you all this stuff and they gave you this nice bag to take all the stuff. So you'd walk into like nail salons and you'd talk to everybody. Some people would kick you out. You'd talk to the receptionist, they'd kick you out. But then you started to get in a flow. I remember going out one day and we went out, they dropped us off in this business center and we all like scattered. And I remember 2 hours later, I came back to the van because we're all in this van. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm done. He's like, you're done? I'm like, yes, I sold all that stuff. We got any more? He's like, no, that's for a whole entire day. He's like, you sold it all? I'm like, yeah, I sold it all. He's like, where's the bag? I was like, I sold the bag too. He's like, you sold the bag? I'm like, I sold the bag. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just going out and having conversations. And lo and behold, that was literally the start of my sales career. So Jennifer, I resonate with this so much. Jess Bling, you had your hand up. Then I'll go to Nicole Penland. Jess Bling, thoughts, contributions, insight in the conversation.
Jennifer, that right there, like, that was why I chose to do the 100-day challenge. That's why I wanted to get so specific on what I'm doing, because oftentimes we talk to people and they're like, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work. Or like in every aspect, whether it's working out or, with real estate or whatever, like, I just thank you for showing the blueprint and that the consistency and working through it and just doing that. Like, that is very motivating and encouraging for me. And that was what I took away from you. And I just also wanted to share on a separate note that right now, with things shifting in the market, you got to understand that whatever you believe is what your reality is. So if you believe, I've heard from multiple agents, oh, well, the market's really hard. The market's this, the market's that. And it's like, the market's always shifting. Things are always happening. It's not hard. You're just not doing the right things. And you have to be able to adapt. So you get to pick and choose what you believe. And throughout this, I was having a moment of uncertainty and inadequacy because I thought, well, fuck, I'm attracting more buyers. I'm going farther out. And then I was like, but you're booked and busy. Like, don't worry and don't focus on, oh, well, I'm driving to Tracy or I'm driving to these places. It's like, no, you either choose to dive head first into your business, and the blessings that come from your work are what you take from it. So I, sometimes get caught up on, well, I should be getting more listings and I should be this and I should be that. And it's like, no, I'm doing the work. My business is busy. And as I'm busy, I can fine tune things to then get me to the next level of other stuff. So just don't compare yourself to other people, but make sure that you are thankful for every part of your fucking journey, and also be very honest with yourself about consistency with yourself, because we all fall short and we get to pick and choose what narrative we believe. And if you think that this market is a hard one and a terrible one, you're going to go fucking out of business, period.
God, I love this. I love this. You guys imagine this. If you're working out, if you're thinking about, oh, I need to get in shape. Imagine if you took 100 minutes each day. There's people on the call that work out routinely. Say you took 100 minutes out of your long ass day. You started earlier in the morning, you ended your day around 6 o'clock. Say you fit in 100 minutes of working out, and say that 100 minutes was you just walking. And say your average walk, or it was a brisk run, it was about a 10-minute walk, 100 minutes a day. That means that in 100 days of doing what Jess was saying earlier, that's 1,000 miles that you've put on your body, right? 1,000 miles. What do you think you would feel like? What do you think you would look like? You think that you'd probably shed some weight? You think that you would probably look a little bit better, feel a little bit better? Like, when you apply that to all things in your business and all things in your life, so much can get better if you just concentrate your focus on that. And so, man, Jennifer, I love you setting this conversation off. Let's go, Nicole Penland. Nicole Penland, let's hear from you. Thoughts, contribution, insight, and then we'll continue on the conversation. Nicole Penland, you are muted.
Sorry, somebody was trying to call me. I was just saying the system that Jennifer gave, that was how I actually got over a lot of my jitters, and making the solicitation into an invitation so that I wouldn't feel awkward when I would get out and door knock. Because at first it was like, okay, what am I talking about? I'm just gonna knock on your door and don't have anything to say. So that kind of gave purpose. And I don't know if you guys remember, at one point I was doing like 6 open houses a week. And that was helping me to like get out and go out and talk to people. But I'm still doing the same thing though, now just at a modified level. But yeah.
I love it, Nicole. I love it. I appreciate you. I appreciate your contribution. Jennifer Angel, you had your hand up one more time, and then we'll come full circle on this.
Oh yeah, I was gonna comment on what Nicole said. They have those doors that said no solicitation. It's like, I go knock, knock, knock on that door. I said, hey, good morning. I bring good news. Did you know your home values are going up? Bring the energy. You're not there to convince them, to solicit them to sell their house. You're giving them great news and good information. So that should bring down, that barrier.
Yeah, God, I absolutely love this. All right, guys, so check this out. Here's what I want you to do. Here's homework for every one of you. You guys can share this with me on Slack, keep it to yourself, or post it on social media, do whatever you want with it. What are your goals? What are your intentions for this week? What are you committed to accomplishing? What are you committed to accomplishing? What is going to happen this week in your business? And then, you guys, we're 6 days away from the start of Q4, right? How are you going to finish your year? We've talked about this. We've prepped. My hope, my intent is that you are clear on what that path looks like from now until the end of the year. Let's take this plan that Blessing has in place. So if she's going to do 63 a month, let's say she's going to do 63 times 3. So by the end of the year, she's going to have 189 conversations. That's clarity. So what I want you guys to do is not only be clear on what's happening this week, what are you committed to accomplishing in your business this week, but for the next 3 months, how are you going to finish this year strong, you guys? Like, I want to really, really harp on this and push this into your mind, body, and soul that you guys, you have an opportunity to finish this year strong, to give yourself some cushion for Christmas, for the new year, for travel, to make sure that you walk into 2024 not struggling, that you actually have some progress. You're making progression, that you've set yourself up because you had such a strong Q4. I cannot stress how important it is for you guys to set some clear goals for yourself. Send it out to the world, let everyone support where you're heading, and let's go for this last quarter of the year. So I'm gonna go around the room, get a couple key takeaways from people on the call today. Let's go to Aaron Chris. Rapid fire key takeaways from our time together. Then Anderson will come over to you. Then Miss Rowe will come over to you. Aaron Chris, key takeaways from our time together today. Let's go.
Action is the biggest key. There was some real powerful stuff that was said, and I'm also witnessing a lot of good action on Instagram and stuff like that. So thank you, especially Jennifer Angel. What you said was kind of powerful, because I want to say I have that mental block about knocking on doors. How am I going to do it? And she basically just told me, like young Luke Skywalker, I now will knock on doors. So action, that's the key. I have to too.
That's right, bro. That's right. I love this. Let's go Anderson Montoya. Key takeaways from our time together today, big dog. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Consistency, honestly, stay on top of Sisu. Like I heard from Jennifer Angel, just get out there, knock on doors, and just talk to people. So right now I'm about to follow up with a couple of my SOIs. So yeah, consistency, stay on top of my game, and that's one thing I got to work on too. So yeah, and then implement on Sisu. That's about it.
Guys, it will be the same story from now until the end of time. The people that are inconsistent in this business will always have challenges. The people that are consistent are typically the people that are always winning. Like, it's really that simple. It's not a riddle. Anderson, I love that. Appreciate your vulnerability and transparency. Ro, let's go to you. Key takeaways from our time together today.
Good morning, everyone. To be constantly learning, right? And not be afraid of the new tools that are out there. Me, like, I get stuck in a rut. Okay, I'll use ChatGPT and I'll do a reel on with my dog, right? But really thinking about what other tools are out there, taking the time to learn how to use them to my benefit and to my potential clients' benefit as well. So that's something that I've been trying to do in the last few weeks, having conversations with people. If I sell a mobile home, how does that look? So really just learning the tools and talking to people to learn things that I feel like I need to know and don't know.
Yes, I love it. Love it. And last but not least, Chris B, the big guy up in Sacramento. Key takeaways from our time together today, bro. And listen, 17-year veteran, still out knocking doors this weekend. So, bro, mad love and respect for you. Chris B, key takeaways from our time together today.
Key takeaways, implementing these AI tools. I looked up all those websites, and I need to get on that tip. And also, Jennifer Angel just inspired me. Man, she just, the stuff, her energy is contagious. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go door knocking like crazy this week. So thanks, Jennifer.
I love it. I love it. She inspired everyone. And let's just take another quick look at this, you guys. This is why this is important for you guys to really track and see, or track on your whiteboard or track on your phone, however you're doing it. But just track your business. I want you guys to celebrate your wins. I obviously want to celebrate your wins with you, but this is for you. And remember, all that you are doing is for you. It's not to prove anybody else wrong. This is all about your journey and what you're able to create in this beautiful life. So go out there and create the life that you want for you and your family. Make no excuses. Be consistent. fight through the fear, step up, knock on the doors, and do the things that you don't want to do. And you know what? You might find yourself in a flow that you actually like doing the things that you said that you don't really like to do. So let's go out there and have some fun, you guys. Let's crush our week. Let's have some fun. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be in Brentwood tomorrow. For anybody that's going to be in the Brentwood office, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. But let's go out there, have some fun. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and go out there and just crush your week and be clear on your goals. Have an amazing, amazing day, you guys. Peace.